We're going back at the attic eaves, and this time I know for sure that all the boxes in there are super heavy, full of books, and so I got muscles here to help me bring them down the stairs into the living room so that I can declutter them. I know none of them are going to be staying up in these eaves. So first we're going to get all the clothes out again, and then we can go in there and get the boxes out. Right? Yay!
Okay, so here we are. This is the area that I cleaned last week. There's a couple of things. I'm not even quite sure how they got there, but they were probably there before. I got these golf clubs that need to come down, and then the big deal is all of these boxes and such. So that is coming out right now.
What's hanging from my head? What's that? Ew.
Back to back, I got you and you got me. Dream team, stick together and make history. Golden wonderland, when we're hand in hand. Our sisterhood turns bad into good. Golden wonderland, when we take the stand. Our sisterhood helps the common good. We are stronger, getting stronger every day. We are braver, getting braver in every way. When you can't seem to win the fight.
I've done some homeschooling. I've done my hair. Anything to procrastinate, because this is Karen Finds Memorabilia Part 2. So I've got myself a couple of cardboard boxes. I also noticed there's a lot of homeschool notebooks from the past from my older 3 who've gone to college. They don't need that stuff anymore. Excuse my husband in the background. But anyway, I have these cardboard boxes. I'm going to go through and get stuff that I know we're either throwing away or donating that is homeschool stuff that's not memorabilia. So I want to do that stuff first because that's the no-brainer stuff. And then we'll tackle the memorabilia.
Turns bad into good. Golden wonderland, when we take the stand. Our sisterhood helps the common good. We are stronger, getting stronger every day. We are braver, getting braver in every way. We're getting stronger, we're getting stronger.
I know a lot of people do very well selling books and of course other things. I've never done well selling used things. I've never had a really successful yard sale, and there was a time where I was trying to sell my homeschool books and I got a buyer and they were buying quite a few books. I boxed them up, I sent them out, I got extra insurance so that they would be covered if they got lost. What I didn't realize is if you went over a certain dollar amount in insurance, you had to fill out a lot more paperwork and give a lot more proof to ever get that money. And guess what happened? The books actually got lost in the mail. All I got back was the top of the box that had my address on it from the post office. I never did get the insurance money. The buyer of the books was really upset that they didn't get their books, and of course I refunded their money. So I lost the books, I lost the sale, and I never got 1 penny from it. So that really discouraged me, and I've never really tried to sell books through the mail since then. I have sold at used curriculum sales, and again, I've honestly never made enough money to make it worth the time. So now I donate those books because I at least feel like I'm blessing someone, and I don't have to worry about how much work I put in, whether or not I'm going to get that time and effort back with what I make. That pink box is my second-born son's writings. He started writing when he was about 6 years old, writing all kinds of stories, and he would just be writing all of the time. So a lot of his finished stories are all in there. We thought we had lost the box. He's going to be pretty excited.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane.
I don't even know. These are all from when we used to have a video camera, which we don't have anymore, so I don't know how we would even play these. So we're just gonna set them aside for now.
And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
I feel like I've taken out most of what I'm either going to throw away or donate, so I'm going to have my husband kind of help me out with that, and anything donated will go in the van. He'll decide on where trash is going. And then today is Monday, I donate on Thursday. So I'm going to vacuum out these boxes, and then I'm going to kind of push aside the ones that have memorabilia in them, and I'm going to deal with all that tomorrow. I feel like I need a day to gear myself up. I'm not having another video where I cry, so we're just going to give it a minute and I'll move on to something else.
Easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the
Here's a hymnal I know my husband wants. I'm going to think about this curriculum. Actually, I'm going to donate this. These I might end up using. I don't know. I got to look at it. These I might consider using for next year. This is a box of books to be donated. This is stuff I'm getting rid of that I could take the notebooks out to be donated if they're not ruined. Like this one is obviously not good to anybody. But the rest of this is used stuff, papers and trash. I'm going to gather up my empty Rubbermaids that can go in the basement where I have my empty boxes. And then I'm going to scoot all this memorabilia box stuff in the corner of the room to deal with tomorrow. And that way I have my living room back for the rest of the day.
easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
I realized I wasn't done yet, so I have the eaves wide open and I want to make sure I get them all emptied out. So I brought in the B team. Yvonne's gonna help me this time. All right, we got our Indiana Jones light. We're ready to dive into the cave. All right, so back in, we don't have much left, thankfully. Ooh, more blankets. Those can always be donated to an animal shelter, of course. Oh, yes. A Christmas tree, which actually might be the girls'. Was your Christmas tree white?
Yep.
Okay, so that's theirs. That can stay in here. We're going to remove the curtain rods and then find out what this bag is. Take out my husband's trophy back there. And we'll leave the mattresses for now. If you're looking for more motivation to declutter, I want you to look down in the comments section of my decluttering videos. I will leave some decluttering playlists in my description box at the end of this video so that you can click on that and keep on watching. And look down at the comments section where people are talking about all the things that they decluttered and how good they feel. And think about what your goal is. Why are you decluttering? I'm decluttering because we might move at some point, and even if we don't move, I don't want my kids to have to rifle through all this stuff when my husband and I are gone. And we were planning to move just a few years ago. I think it was 2019, and it just didn't work out. And now I think, oh my goodness, what we would have had to go through to move out of this house. I don't even know how we would have done it. So I'm just so thankful and blessed that we have been doing this now, and we're getting all of this stuff taken care of, and we're lightening our load to have the freedom to do whatever we want to do in the future. This shows how much dirt Yvonne was able to get out of those eaves. We're leaving this Christmas tree here that they use, and then you have the bed frame, which I need to talk to my husband about, and I think that green thing on the bottom is a cot. So I'll talk to him about this too. And once we figure out if we're going to do something different for bedding, then we might be able to get rid of these mattresses. But for now, they're going to stay right here. My husband, if he doesn't want to get rid of his trophy, that will go in the basement, of course, with his other things. And then what we have here is we have a bag of blankets that could be donated to an animal shelter. We have lids that I'm just going to get rid of. A blow-up bed, I need to see if that actually works. And then this bag has a dress in it. And then a little bit of trash. And that, oh, and then this mirror here that I will definitely donate. That stuff's all out. It feels so good. And now it's time to put everything back together while my husband and Yvonne bring all the stuff down the stairs. Some stuff's going to Goodwill, some's going to the trash. Golf clubs and anything that's my husband's will go with his stuff in the basement.
I didn't know what I was doing wrong, all the things that going wrong. I didn't know it could be that strong. Just let it go and carry on. I've been up, I've been down, I've been taking chances that I never took before. All the way up on the highest mountain, I found a place where I can drop the old view. And when you look on the horizon,
It's the next day. It's about 5:30 at night. It's dark out because it's been raining all day. My husband took 3 out of 4 girls out shopping, and so this is the best time and the quietest time for me to go through these boxes. I have basically 4 boxes to go through of things from when my older 3 were children, and also some photos. So I'm going to try to do this in an hour. I'm going to give myself a time limit of an hour that I have to go through these boxes, declutter what I can declutter, save out what I need to ask them about whether or not they'd like to keep. So let's just see how fast I can do this. This was on top of a box, and when I was a teenager, my dad and I used to go to different churches, and we would sing and give testimonies and encouragement, and these are all the songs that he and I used to sing together. But what I'm planning to do with this, it's not in his handwriting, it's all typed. I'm going to go through it. There are some songs he wrote, and if any of the lyrics to those songs are in this notebook, I'm going to pull those out, and if the rest is just songs that other people wrote, it's going to get thrown in the trash. I have the memories. I actually have his guitar. I don't need these lyrics. Okay, so as it turns out, these were just lyrics to old songs, and so I feel like I can let it go. All right, these are pictures of the kids, and so I'm, again, like I did before, I'm going to take them out of the frames, and I'm going to put them in the same box that I was putting the ones that I did in last week's video. And I've decided that a lot of that I'm going to give to whatever kid they belong to, and let them decide what they're going to do with them. And then there might be some that I scan at some point. This is my mom and dad. They both passed now. This would be one to scan. Put that back in there. Oh, and here's my husband's parents. This is me in 2nd grade. Some of these I might declutter, like these were pictures from a house my mother bought because it was in Florida and I was in Maine, but I don't need to keep these now. So if it has someone in there I know, I keep it, and if not, it goes. I will tell you how the vote on the frames that I found last time went at the end of this video, but these are definitely going to be donated. I don't even want to know what made that mess. So this is pretty much my son Christian's box. It's the one I told you that we thought we had lost. So I'm going through these very quickly. Some are songs, poems, artwork, and I'm kind of pulling out things I know are trash, and then I will organize the rest. So I'm separating out old trash versus things that he actually created. Seriously hoping that he doesn't watch this video so that I can surprise him. This is something he wrote when he was really young, School of Strange. So what I've decided is I pulled out things that were obvious trash. I pulled out blank pieces of paper, and then I think he's just gonna have to go through this and decide what he wants to keep. These, like I said, stories from when he was like 6 years old that he's just spent so much time writing. We used to buy him a box of paper that would have 3,000 sheets in it, and he would go through it in 3 months. So he typically would go through 1,000 sheets of paper in a month. His brain just never stops. Now this belongs to my oldest son, and I had found one t-shirt that he said, hey, I want that. So I know he, even though I thought he wouldn't want any of it, he might. And then I have some, this is a picture of his little brother, so we'll put this with our pictures and take it out of the frame like I was with the others. But basically, I'm taking out things I think he needs to look through. Like this is a photo album I made of a missions trip he went on when he was in high school. I don't think he'll want things that are just participation, but if it's an award, I'll keep it. These are his goggles from soccer, and they're prescription goggles. They were pretty expensive, and boy did he hate them because they would always fog up when he was on the field. Good for donation. Yeah, participant awards, we don't need those. Most valuable player, that will keep.
Every day I'm looking for a way to return to the time when everything was easy to learn. Don't know when it started to get so serious, building up an illusion of a world full of trust. Moving on.
I got 1 box left and I got 15 minutes left in my time limit, so I'm gonna get through this box in the next 15 minutes. So this belongs to my second born son, and interestingly, there's cassettes in here that he had just asked me about. So I'm gonna pull out anything that is trash, and then the rest will go to him to figure out. Luckily, he lives close by. So like obviously, this is when you screw in cleats, that's what that's for. So some of the stuff can go and the rest he'll have to decide. So I'm gonna put it in his brother's room because he doesn't have a room here anymore, and his brother's at college.
Confusion in my mind, no way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy, don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone, I don't know where I'm coming from. It feels like it never happened, maybe just a dream. Could it be my imagination running out of steam? All I know is every time I see you, I feel insecure. I'm unable to find the words, how can I be sure? I'm holding on when everything's gone. I've gotta be strong. Confusion in my mind, no way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy, don't even.
I did it. Okay, so I have one box, it'll be one small box for my oldest Tyler to go through, 2 boxes for my second born to go through, and the Eve's number 1 is done. Can't even believe it. Let me know in the comment section below, what are you working on decluttering, and how do you think it's going to feel when that project is done? And remember, just take it a little by little, what you can do, and you'll be surprised when you turn around and it's done. Thank you so much to everyone who voted on my last video on whether to keep or donate this silver frame, of which I have 8. And the overwhelming response was to go ahead and keep them with a time limit. So I'm going to give myself until Christmas to make a gallery wall with these 8 frames. I had a couple suggest that since I have 7 kids, I should put 1 in each frame, and then my husband and I in one of them as well, which I thought was a great idea. So I'm giving myself till Christmas. If it's not done by Christmas, then they're going. But thank you so much for your input. Remember, as always, that God loves you and I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.